Are you looking to make a change? Are you struggling with negative energy or negative thoughts and you want to tap into that positive experience? This is going to be the episode for you because we're going to talk about what you need to do to change your situation, to go from negative to positive. My name is Henry, and this is the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. And before we dive into today's message, we're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy, and then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the blocks, the barriers, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So where are you? What do you want to change? If you are feeling down, if you are tuning in to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where are you coming from? Are you in hurt? Are you just struggling to see straight? Are you in pain? Where are you? You see, when you can figure out where you are, you can actually figure out your opportunity, because you are not your circumstances. And when most people think about where they're at in life, they define themselves by their circumstances, the job they have, maybe where they're at in school, maybe their family situation, their living situation. We tend to define ourselves by our surroundings, by the external, but we are not those things. We are not even our thoughts. We are the observer of those things. You see, you observe your job, you observe your statuses, the relationships, all those things. You observe your financial situation, but you're not them. That's why you're able to observe them. You see, you are here experiencing things. You observe and create the experience. So if you want to change, you have to change what it is that you're observing. That doesn't mean you just ignore your current situation. You just have to start leveling yourself up so that you can see new things to create more of. Think about it like this. Imagine yourself, and you can actually do this while we say this, sitting down, legs crossed, in comfort, in calmness, in stillness. Now, all of the things, all the trouble, all the weight, everything that you're going through is surrounding you. The weight of school, the weight of work, the weight of the economy, whatever it is, it's weighing on you. You are in it. Now just imagine that there is a light inside your mind. This light is almost like a little star. It glows, it's powerful, it's warm, it's pure. It's within you. This light is observing you and everything you're surrounding yourself with. Now imagine this. From the light's perspective, imagine it going higher. Your body stays there. Your situation stays there. The troubles, the aches, the pains, everything stays there. Your light goes higher. Your perception of the situation goes with the light. The higher you rise above the situation, the more you can see. You see, this is where you let go of the ego. This is where you let go of this self that we've created. This you, this person, this thing that you're living in, that is not you. So you level up, you're raising your perspective, you're going up and up and up. And finally, if you continue to look down and continue to look around, you will find something positive, something good. Even if you have to create it as a time in the future, there's something good. And so from that perspective, you see it, bring that within you and recognize that there are thoughts and actions that you can do at this moment that will make that your reality, that will make that thing, that energy that you saw possible. You see, we are not anything external. We are all internal. Everything comes from within. So if you want to change your situation, you have to change yourself. I've said this over and over and over, and it took a long time before I could even truly understand it. But the world is not as it is. Your situation is not as it is. It is as you are. What that means is if somebody else got switched into your situation and you got switched into theirs, they will see things different because their perspective is different than yours. Maybe they didn't go through the traumatic things growing up. Either way, their perspective is different. So if something can be perceived differently from the spot that you're in, you can perceive it differently. And when you perceive it differently, you will find new paths, new things to connect to, and create a new experience. It's absolutely possible. Everything you're feeling right now, that negative energy, that pull, that calling to do something different, those are your higher self telling you it's time to make a shift. Why wouldn't you be this hero, this high energetic being that went through this experience to rise up, to bring healing in? You see, if you want to understand love, there's no better way than being a creator of it. And if you want to create it, you have to go where it doesn't exist. When you go where it doesn't exist and then you bring it within you and then you create it, your understanding of that frequency is pure. You understand it through and through because you created it. That is a shift in perspective. When you stop thinking that all of this is happening to you and that you have no options, you have no path, and you deserve this and this is karma or whatever, when you stop thinking that way and you start putting thoughts in your head that level up because you want those frequencies, it changes your perception. The other saying that I've been saying a lot is that your frequency is what you frequently see. You see, there's two things to that. You can change what you're looking at, or you can change the frequency within you. If you change the frequency within you, that's changing the thoughts within you. If there was two boards on the wall, two giant boards, and they had phrases on them, and over the one board on the right, it said negative energy. And on the board on the left, it said positive energy. And they're both filled with different phrases. What phrases are running through your mind and what board would they go on? It's not about good or bad. It's not about true or false. It's not about deserved or undeserved. The thoughts in your mind that you've been carrying with you, what board would they go on? If you're not filling up the positive energy one, you have work to do. Your goal every day should be filling your head with so much positivity, with so many positive phrases that you fill that board up so much that you need more boards and the negative one stays empty. It doesn't mean that there's not bad things. It doesn't mean that negative things don't happen. It doesn't mean that you can't get down. It doesn't mean that you can't be depressed. It doesn't mean that things don't happen to you. What it means is you are separating yourself. You're going to your higher self and you are observing and then deciding to create specific things. That's what it means. So if you're not your body, you're not your mind, you're not your thoughts, what do you want to perceive? I want to perceive high frequency. I want to level up. The thought pattern that I put in my mind is I am love and I live in love and light. Over and over and over again, I am love and I live in love and light. I am healthy and I make healthy decisions. Over and over and over again. So that way I have no choice but to perceive the world from that frequency. Don't think of them as words. Think of them as the frequency that they represent. If you want to change your situation, change yourself. You're not bad. You're not wrong for who you are. You're just deciding to have a different experience. If you love the experience you're having, stay the same. You're beautiful as you are. If you want a different experience, change your mindset, change the frequency that flows through your mind, and enjoy that experience. Rise up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on your current situation and hopefully some motivation to make that shift. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. There's also the Positive Mindset Facebook group. You're welcome to join that as well. And if you listen to this episode and you're ready to level up, you want to create a positive vision. You want to have the thoughts, the frequency in your mind that's aligned with that frequency. And then of course, you want to make sure that you are doing the daily actions to make that your reality. This is what I do. I'm a coach. I help people tap into their mindset, control the lens so they can start seeing the opportunities in front of them and move forward in that positive energy. If you want to connect, reach out to me via Instagram or there's a link down below. If you fill out that form, I will reach out to you directly. And if you just want more content, you enjoyed this podcast and you want to listen to more, check out my Unlock Your Abundance podcast. It's the same format as this, but it's all about expanding into that wealth energy and living abundantly. There's new episodes coming out every single weekday, the same time as this one. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.